Other news, Anthem insurance patients starting the week with a lot of uneasiness about the way the week could end.
Yeah, understandably so. Anthem and the Christ Hospital Network have not indicated any progress ahead of Friday's contract deadline. WLWT News 5's John London is live at the hospital after speaking with the patient about what's at stake. John.
Yeah, Ashley, not only a heart patient, but his doctor as well. And I can tell you that both are worried, saying it's not a healthy situation to have all this uncertainty go down to the wire. 8 years ago this month, Dr. Thomas O'Brien diagnosed David Barber with congestive heart failure. Here he is as a self-described country kid who grew up west of Middletown. Lots of outdoors, lots of baseball. He was a student at Vanderbilt when his father needed a heart transplant there. He has since received his own new heart, a patient carrying Anthem insurance, receiving follow-up care locally.
The opportunity to come back to Christ Hospital as a patient and the familiarity that would be there is very appealing.
But if Christ and Anthem fail to come to terms on a new contract this week, uncertainty about insurance coverage for thousands of medical patients would mushroom.
Unfortunately, I'm getting questioned every day by patients who are worried that they're not going to be able to get the care that they need. It's a stress. It's a stress for us too as the physicians, because this is why we do medicine. We want to be able to help people maintain a healthy lifestyle, to take care of their conditions.
At 47, Barber feels he's been through enough, doesn't need the anxiety of wondering about health coverage. Here he is with his girlfriend Kelly, courtesy of in-house video from Christ Hospital. He tells me he's training for this spring's Flying Pig Half Marathon.
I feel good, work 40, 50 hours a week, physically active again.
Here's his dad, also doing well as he turns 77. After he and Dr. O'Brien chatted a bit, I wondered what Barber would tell negotiators if he could spend a couple of minutes around the table with them.
I think the bottom line is to put patients first.
Which, of course, is what both Anthem and the Christ Hospital Network say they are doing as they continue to negotiate this week. Anthem recommending its members look to other health systems just in case. Christ Hospital insists with continuity of care, that's not needed. Live in Mount Auburn, John London, WLWT News 5.